Cancun, Mexico, with its gorgeous turquoise surf. Fun in the sun, bronzed bodies at the beach. It's a hot spot for gringos from North America looking for an easy getaway. But Cancun wants to be known as more than just a beach destination. Cancun wants to be known for its cuisine. Cancun throwing major foodie events, attracting big-name chefs like Norman Laprise of Canada.
What are we having?
That's a very funny dish because we created this dish when we are very drunk.
Very drunk?
Yeah. We're walking and we drop the meringue on the cheese platters. And everything's broken, and when we taste the meringue with the blue cheese, it tastes very nice, and we think to do a dishes with that.
Delectable dishes featuring the finest Mexican ingredients and traditional flavors with a twist, like Chef Marcela Valladolid's spicy game.
It's quail with an adobo sauce that has guajillo and pasilla chiles, and it's a deboned quail, so it's beautiful, really tender, really luscious and delicious, and it's stuffed with capers, rosemary, thyme, salt and pepper, and then what we do is we baste it with a little bit of the adobo, and then wrap it in some bacon to give it some nice sweetness and smoky flavor. Baste it again, pop it in the oven just for 10 minutes to keep it super moist in the center, and this is it.
And since we're on the Mayan Riviera, the seafood here is fantastic, like this ceviche, whipped up by Chef Paola Gardino of Mexico City.
And the fish comes from the Gulf of Mexico, which is Sierra, which is very nice. And the chili, of course.
And what goes great with all these flavors? A fabulous glass of Mexican wine.
This is a wine made of a Cabernet from a vineyard of Cabernet made of 75 years old, and a Merlot made of 50 years old.
And this is from Baja California?
This is from Baja California, yes.
Chef Marcela Valladolid says Mexican cuisine is more than just tacos and burritos.
The first line in the introduction to my first cookbook says there are no yellow cheeses in Mexican cooking, and that's sort of making fun to the melted cheesy stuff that people get on nachos. And no disrespect to all those wonderful foods. Like, I love nachos and I love margaritas and I love burrito stuff with everything but the kitchen sink. But like you just said, Mexican cooking is so vast in terms of what happens regionally.
Trendy dining, like you'd find in restaurants in New York or South Beach, is also front and center at Cancun's hottest hotels. And no, you won't find any mariachis in the dining room, but you might see a table full of tequila. Chef Heriberto Gomez from the Mi Cancun says you'll find Asian fusion here.
Asian islands and mixed with the Caribbean islands. The perfect mix.
The resort's upscale restaurants are attracting an older, more sophisticated crowd. Not spring breakers getting their wild on. Instead, foodies getting their flavor on. Master Chef Ignacio Ascona says this is all part of dining out in the new Cancun.
10 years ago, making or prepare burritos and chili beans nachos and pack those burgers and something like that, but
Now there are more options, like a Brazilian steakhouse.
And we have here a lot of cuts like this, excellent cuts, US prime, and certified Angus beef cuts.
It's all about tempting your vacation palate with the best tastes, from the freshest locally grown produce to prime cuts of meat grilled to perfection.
And after all that food, you're probably going to want a beverage. They do tequila tastings here. And while you might think of tequila as something you shoot, the older tequila, which is darker, is meant to be sipped, while the lighter tequila is definitely meant to be shot.
Cancun's upscale restaurants like Salt and the Water Grill embody the new Mexican cuisine. More international, more upscale, because let's face it, not everybody wants to eat a taco or burrito when they're spending top dollar at a 5-star beachside resort.
Cancun have a big change with a culinary experience. I'm really happy here.
And your tummy and taste buds will be happy here too, as you enjoy the new flavors of the Cancun Mayan Riviera. When you visit Santiago, Chile, have a hot dog, complete with everything. That's why they call them completos. These hot dogs come loaded down with everything you could possibly want on them. When it comes to gastronomy, completos are as Chilean as a great bottle of Chilean wine. Celine is visiting Santiago from France.
Yeah, it's the first time with the completo.
No self-respecting Chileno would ever eat a Frankfurter, or Vienesa as they're called here, with just a squirt of mustard. Completos are loaded up. Mustard, relish, tomato, sauerkraut, peppers, a huge helping of mayonnaise, and guacamole. Domino is the place to get your completo in Santiago. They've been in the hot dog business since 1952. Domino is not the type of place you go in and grab a table. Here you simply grab a spot at the counter, grab a completo, and stuff your face. And if you don't know what you need to complete your completo, just have a look at the menu. You can get your completo more than a dozen different ways. In fact, there's a style for every country. For example, we noticed the Alemania and the Gringa.
And it's good.
Completos, a favorite fast food when you're visiting Santiago de Chile. Coming up, the beat of the night in Cartagena, Colombia. And would you do this? Cliff diving in Acapulco, Mexico. Catching a wave off the coast of Lima, Peru.